the last sort of 20 minutes or so, but we were asked, is there a kind of generic process we can follow when we're onboarding new clients?
Yes, there is. I mean, when you are onboarding new clients, you need to start with getting to know them. So the first thing you want to do is, and you'd want to do this anyway, even if AML didn't exist. Who are they? What do they do? How can you help them? So then you need to ID and V them. And I'm missing out bits like sending a letter of engagement, a quote, those kind of things, because that's not what I'm covering. You need to ID and V them, and you need to then apply ongoing monitoring of them. Aside from that, you've got all your kind of administrative areas of AML. You need to have a whole firm risk assessment. So once you have risk assessed your clients, you then can see what risks apply to your firm. Your whole firm risk assessment comes off the back of that. Off the whole firm risk assessment, you've got your policy and procedure document. So how do you manage those risks? How do you manage your clients? And it's cyclical, because taking on new clients will affect your whole firm risk assessment, policy and procedure document. Your policy and procedure document affect how you take on your clients. It's all a big kind of washing machine of AML. You have your internal controls, so your staff training, your staff screening, your independent audit, your all of these background things. So yes, you need to write that policy and procedure document to have that generic process kind of documented. Now I could do you a 3-hour webinar on that. What Mike and I do within our firm, we have an AML strategy document that has I think it's 25-point strategy of what needs doing. So there's an awful lot more than I've just mentioned there, but lots of those things are little one-off things. So have you told your supervisory body who your booms are? Have you got permission to have them in place? That's a one-off thing, unless you take on more booms, obviously. But yeah, 25 points, we think that should you do those, you are compliant. So that's something that we give our clients and go through with them. I know that supervisory bodies all have guidance on their websites, so they, I'm sure, do similar. If you work through that, you should be compliant. I would suggest everyone puts a link on their to the CCAB guidance, because that is a far more digestible copy of the legislation, although, as I've said, some bits are not quite in agreement, but I think generally it's just that director section of it. But again, your supervisory body has signed up to the CCAB guidance, so if you follow that, then you've always got a good point of reference to start with. But yeah, so yes, there is. There's many ways of getting it. There is more than one version of it, but it is a finite amount of things that you need to do. It's just knowing about them all, and I think that's where a lot of fear comes in. That people go, I've read all this guidance. It's all worded slightly differently. I don't know what I have missed, and that's where we and our audit, where we benchmark people, is really helpful, because actually we go through all those bits and we can pinpoint any areas, or if there aren't any areas, we can confirm that and give that